Behind me, we have an installation of PV modules. Whenever you are in the northern hemisphere, you should orientate the PV modules to the south, and whenever you are in the southern hemisphere, you must orientate the modules to the north. The inclination of the PV modules, usually, to maximize the performance, will be the same as the latitude where you are located. In this case, we are in the latitude 46, so the PV modules are inclinated 46 degrees. This value might change sometimes in order to optimize the performance. One important thing is that the PV modules should never be inclinated with less than 15 degrees. Otherwise, whenever it rains, the water will not be able to clean the PV modules and they will get damaged. Make sure that all the PV modules have the same inclination and orientation. And also make sure that there are no shadows in any of the PV modules. If you see that there is one shadow, for example, in only one of the PV modules, this will affect the performance of the whole system of the PV modules. So plan ahead. In this installation, we have two strings, each one of 4 PV modules. We are going to make some measurements of voltage in each one of the strings, and the values should be the same. If the values are not the same, this means that there is one problem either with one PV module or too many PV modules were connected. There are two ways to connect the PV modules, in series and in parallel. Whenever we are connecting in series, what we are doing is connecting the positive cable of each PV module with the negative cable of the next PV module, as we see here. In this example, we are connecting 4 PV modules in series. The other way to connect the PV modules is connecting the positive cable with the positive cable of the other PV module. Whenever we do a connection in series, what we are doing is increasing the voltage. Whenever we connect the PV modules in parallel, we are increasing the current. In this example, each PV module has an open circuit voltage of 37.4 volts. We connected 4 PV modules in series, so we multiply the voltage times 4 and the result is 149 volts. This is the open circuit voltage. When we connect 2 PV modules in parallel, or when we connect a string of PV modules in parallel, we increase the current. In our example, we multiply 8.83 times 2, and this is 70.6 amperes. This is the total short circuit current of this system. Each PV module has a power of 260 watts. In order to know the total maximum power of this system, we simply have to multiply this power by the number of PV modules. The total power of this system is 260 watt peak of each PV module times 8. This results in 2080 watt peak. The total open circuit voltage is very important for us to know, because this should not exceed the maximum voltage that the controller or electronic can accept. If this value is higher than the maximum input of the controller will damage. The connections in series between the PV modules are done with the connectors that they have. The connections in parallel between the PV modules or strings are done using disconnect box or combiner boxes. We see how we connect the both negatives of each string inside the combiner box or PV disconnect. We connect the positive of each string also inside the DC disconnect or combiner box. Connections are made inside the DC disconnect or combiner box. Inside this box, it is safe to do the connections because it is protected against humidity and insects. Additionally, in this box, we usually will have DC disconnect switches that will allow us to disconnect the system from the pump in a safe way.